Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Venitia, and this time it's going to be a timeless reading for you. So I'm going to shuffle several decks, and we are simply going to see what the oracles and the tarot are talking about. So I will put a timestamp in the description box below, so you can go directly where the reading is starting, but I'm going to read this as I go along. If it does resonate, please leave a comment, share, subscribe, and if it doesn't resonate, well, take what resonates and drop what don't. Okay, so here you are. This is the person who is asking for a reading, and this is the card called Karma. So this is a karmic cycle, a very important moment in your life, and this is about pleasure. So pleasure of living, pleasure of sharing, gathering, pleasure in love, pleasure in life in general. So is there a situation here where your abundance and your sense of pleasure, your sense of enjoying life is being cut off? Okay, so we are going to see, because there are important questions related to, well, people around you, relationship in general. I do feel that this is a relationship, like in a couple, but okay, well, yes. So here I was talking about the couple. There we have it, and we also have the winter card. So you are probably going through a phase here which is like very dry. Okay, nothing is growing, and we were talking about pleasure. You don't have the pleasure that you had before. Something has changed, and we have that card here like the rotten fruit, which means mistake. So yeah, you were thinking something about that relationship, and it was pleasure at the start, but something has changed into the dynamic of the relationship. We also have the birth, so this could be related to family. Yes, the end of pleasure, the Omega card, which means the end. You have reached maybe an ending point. You are at the end of your rope here. You've prayed a lot, because we have the card prayer, we have return card, and we also have, well, second time we have mistake. Okay, so I think you are at the end of your rope here concerning a relationship. You thought about a lot. So here we have the pleasure card again. It used to be pleasant. Okay, you were ready to share with that person. We also have karma and a return, and we have the table, which also means pleasure and sharing, and we have the card enemy. So that person you thought that was on your side has now changed quite a bit, and you are now in a karmic cycle where you have to decide whether you are going to keep on with that person, whether you're going to keep on accepting things that are actually not acceptable, or if you are going to make the necessary change in order to get back on the right track. This is a karmic cycle that you are going through, and this is not your first rodeo at it. I think that this has been going on for quite a while, okay, and that person has been sort of playing games with you. And this is like, it was on and off, but it is definitely a relationship here. You had a view on relationship, what it was sharing, what was respect, what was love. And this feels like a very karmic relationship, like you have known each other for several lifetimes, okay? And this is the winter card, meaning that nothing is growing here, okay? And when something is growing now, it's like a rotten fruit, okay? There is some kind of envy, jealousy, mistake involved around in it, and this means return. So this is a cycle that has been on and off all the time. It used to be fine, but now you are in a dry place with that person, and you see all the flaw, all the mistakes. You were very much hoping to have it like a family with that person. We have the birth card, so this could involve possibly children, but it's definitely a couple. We have the male and the female sign, so you are hoping to build something, to bring a child maybe to the world. Maybe you are having a child together. You know, there is a sense of, I wanted so much to build something with that person. But now it's like you are in a dry spell with that person, in the middle of symbolic winter with that person, and that person is reacting very cold towards you. It's always like hot and cold with that person. One moment he cares, and one moment he treats you so badly, like you are not good, and you feel like there is something rotten, and you know, mistake table. So there could be some addiction as well, addictions of many kinds. This is a person who cannot stop. That person can be relentless about something. Maybe it's verbal communication, maybe it's some kind of other abuse. We have that card here with the two swords that are being crossed, and it's advising you to make the real good choice, because I feel like you are not in a good place here. There could even be, you know, something that is starting all over again, and you are at the crossroads now. Either you go into that abusive relationship or you break, because I sense that keeping on with that person would be, you know, a mistake. You've been praying so much, but you cannot rely here. You have been the one giving a lot. You know, prayer, you've been, you know, you are a spiritual person, and I sense the other person is not. And we also have the card here, hazard. So this is not a coincidence, okay? But the wheel has been turning, and always turning badly these last few moments, okay? This is like, you don't have to feed that cycle. You are feeding a bad cycle, which is a mistake. And I think that you have now the power to take back the control into your life. This is what this card means. This is the end, okay? It used to be pleasant. And at first, it was like that person was everything to you. There was lots of pleasure, lots of communication, but all of a sudden it turned very hot and cold. That person was one day yes, one day no, one day we are sharing, one day it's not communicating, one day you're feeling like that rotten fruit. Okay, there is a rotten fruit here in that relationship. Could be a third party, but could be addiction of some kind. That person doesn't know where to stop, and that person is playing with you, and this is like you are at crossroads now, and it's a mistake to keep on with that person. And talking about a bad apple, we have two bad apples here, and there is a lot of temptation. I sense that person could also be jealous, and you are mistaking that jealousy for someone who cares about you, and it used to be so pleasant that you are addicted also to that person. You know, like you, for the longest time, you have thought so much that this person was good to you, and that person was going to, you know, bring you what you needed, but you sense that this person is feeding, okay? And that table card that we had, it's like you were eating only bad things at his or her table, you know, like he was feeding you bad things with bad words, with bad attitudes, and you were eating that, and it has been playing with your energy. And now you've been praying, so we are going to keep those three cards: karma, union, and prayer, because you have been praying so much. And there it is, we have fulfillment. This is what you deserve, this is what you hoped for. Fulfillment, okay, where you are treated like a king or a queen, okay, and it's very open into the light. We have those two goddesses. This means karma, so it's like you have known each other for the longest time, okay, and there are some unresolved issues between the two of you. Look at that. We have past lives, like you have known each other for the longest time. And the other card is, you know, greed. That person keeps it all to himself or to herself. This is not sharing. This is very dark energy. This is very light, into the light, sharing, loving, giving. This person is coming back to, you have to resolve the issue now. I feel that this is now into your hand. You want something else. You deserve something. You realize that you have been giving to someone who was not giving back. You see that? Wow. The prayers, and this is give and take. Two people. This is sharing. Two people have to share. This is give and take. This person is taking only and keeping to himself or herself. This is fulfillment and sharing. This is what you need. You need a partner who treats you like a king or a queen and who is sharing with you fully, totally, abundance, everything, feeling, and not just feeling. This is taking. This is very dark, you see? And this is so full of light. Let's cover this. So this looks better, right? We are keeping bad at bay. This is what you deserve. This is what you have to concentrate for. Now I deserve fulfillment, and I deserve someone who wants to share with me. Well, this is the heart chakra, okay? Your heart has been hurt too much for the longest time. This needs to be in balance now. And being with that person, I think your heart cannot be balanced. You have to make the right choices now for you to be loved the way you deserve, and not put your energy of love, into that person, because that person doesn't deserve your love. That person says that he or she is going to work it out, make himself better. You see, we have the shadow card. This person has to face his or her shadow, but so do you. Okay, we have the light and we have the dark. The fight between those two energies that we have here. Okay, on one side you have the light, sharing and fulfillment, and I think that this is you, and the other person is into the dark, bad vibration, and wanting to keep that all, and this is unbalancing your heart. So something to really put into the scale now. Are you going to feed the light, or are you going to feed the dark? Because at the back of the deck, you cannot make this up. You have temptation. So this is the devil card. So this is the shadowy side, and oh my God, we've got the universe. So this is you, and you deserve the universe. You are whole. You are complete. That person makes you feel incomplete. Okay, I see a lot of fight, planification as well. Now is the time to plan, to sort things out, and to get back into control of your life. I'm going to take, it's flew out. So yes, I see you flying away now. At the present moment, you want to enjoy life. You want to take your freedom. You see that you are rising again like the phoenix. Yes. And the other card means this is good for you. This is a new beginning card with, yes, a new beginning, and this is the right for you to make the move. So I hope this resonates with you. If yes, please leave a comment, share, like, subscribe. I think that you are now getting back into your life, getting ready for a love, where there is sharing and fulfillment, and no longer dark energies with someone controlling you. This is what you have been praying for, and this is what you deserve. That new beginning, and you have to free yourself. The time is now, says the card. Okay, so I'll see you on this channel very soon with other types of reading. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. With love, take care. Bye bye.